In the previous episode, the newcomer avoided quite a bit of trouble by being led away by El Limoso away from the forge, and the Sliznyak really was in a very foul mood to receive any guests and would have been very rude to them. And while this new adventure, where he is coming to his neighbors to get to know them, it's already morning. It was night back then, and now it's already morning, and that adventure is coming. But before that, would you like to take a sneak peek into the forge? El Limoso led him away. Tch. And here I thought I could teach him some manners. But it's fine, I'm sure I'll meet him again. Having been deprived of his source of entertainment, Sliznyak has no other choice but to get back to work. The tool that we've chosen to make our AI generation feature of the marketplace is called Stable Diffusion, Stability AI. I would be very surprised if you actually heard about it. The reason is the following. In order to actually be able to use it, you would come to this website and you get started with the API right here. And then you would pay for the API and actually need to know some programming in order to be able to use it. Alternatively, if you don't know how to program too well, you could come to this page, download this plugin or extension, as you would call it, click download for Windows or for Linux, and then you would come over here after going through some clicking. And that might be a bit difficult if you're unfamiliar with Linux, but on Windows it's just a matter of clicking. Sometimes you have to actually configure the code, like for example I have AMD and not NVIDIA, and I had to do a little bit of tweaking. You would click this, you would put some kind of prompt here. It actually takes quite a bit of time, and also when I was doing it, my fan of the GPU was working like crazy. So all in all, not very user-friendly, at least until we get involved. A mighty tool, this one. Instead of arming our folks, we'll let them arm themselves. It's like that old proverb, teach a man to fish, huh? In a sense, it's like my hammer. A tool to create tools. So now we've come to the actual part of why we chose Stable Diffusion. We need an API, and most AI gens actually don't have an API, but Stable Diffusion does, and that's actually its main selling point. Something like DALL-E from ChatGPT. Well, we know that there are copyright issues from ChatGPT and by extension DALL-E potentially as well, because it's just scouring the internet for potential things, so it could be a copyright violation. And also it does have an API, but we found Stable Diffusion overall to be more enticing into it. This is a ControlNet plugin, and there are many more plugins to have. You would go to GitHub, so you actually need to know a little bit of programming in order to be able to use it, but we will integrate all of it into our website, just like I've showed in this one and this one. We will actually be able to automate everything and make it simple to use. And there are many plugins that we can potentially use. There is a short list on one of the websites. Let's see, we have here's one of the examples of ControlNet for diffusion, that such and such model. You can essentially just scribble a little bit over here like a turtle, and it actually allows you to create an AI generated image based on it. Let's imagine now I scribble something. I'm gonna scribble a person. I'm gonna put it like this, and both feet are sitting like this, and using just this, the AI gen is actually going to make a person that is following this exact posture. For some like traits in NFTs, we can actually use, I'm going to show you a demonstration of what's called inpainting. So this is a tool that I like to use in order to make videos. So what I can do is draw a mask like this over the eyes, and let's say I want to have glasses. And I'm gonna, this is one of the images that I used for Monsieur Viscous. I'm gonna put in the prompt sunglasses and let it do its thing and see what kind of trait it can come up with. Yeah, that's one way to do it. That's another way to do it. That's a third way to do it. That's a fourth way to do it. So it is actually pretty good. And if we are talking about pixelated NFTs, which are very popular, it can actually serve as a pretty convenient tool to automate everything. And when we put everything into one AI, it will actually look pretty nice. A lot of newcomers will have a hard time dealing with this, which is exactly why I'm here. Hey, apprentice! No slacking off, get to work!